games today, 9-8.
So Steven suggested that maybe you weren't driving the ball just in all the right places, and I think you showed him all the right places today.
I think I did all right today. Yes, I think he understands.
We're not going to get moments like that, at least definitely not in the 2024 season. They kind of made that very certain this week that there would be no WGC match play. I think that is a miss. Honestly, I look forward to this week. The venue, they've been at Austin Country Club since 2016. It sets up very well for match play. I think just it's up and down. It's a lot of gettable holes. There's also the par fives that are gettable. A very memorable, die designed course. I think it's amazing on TV. It's iconic, and we're going to miss seeing it at this venue. I know they had it out in the desert. I think it was Dove Mountain years ago. And so just seeing it here for the last 8 years, it's going to be missed. And I think just having that one kind of match play event in the middle of the season to kind of break it up away from regular stroke play, they got to get back to it. And they kept saying, oh, we'll come back to Austin if this does come back around. So what are you going to miss about it? What are your thoughts on it going away? Do you think it's a huge mistake to not have this in the season going forward, as far as we know?
Yes, I think it's a mistake. It's hard to say you can't rely on the Ryder Cup and the President's Cup because those are such, highly touted events. But like as far as the regular season goes, I want to personally see more than one match play. I want to see two, at least three. Like I think, like we talked about earlier, or maybe I just talked about it with you, but I feel like the Zurich could be a good chance for the 2v2 match play type stuff. Like that's a good chance for you to do best ball, just like a Ryder Cup event. It's already fun. It's already a team event. Just go ahead and make it a match play. And then just having an individual. And I feel like they want to gravitate back towards the Dove Mountain system where it was just the step ladder. There was no round robin. Everybody was you win, you move on, you lose, you go. I feel like we should have one of each. I feel like we should have the round robin match play, and then it goes into single elim. And then we have one that's just a step ladder. And I feel like you keeping it with both sides of it makes everybody happy, and then you get another match play event in there. You have one early and you have one late, like right before the playoffs start or something like that. And I just think it's a break from the standard of going as low as you possibly can for 4 straight days, which you're trying to take away from us anyway. So you might as well add match play in anyway. Yeah. So I think they're making
what courses would you select?
Now that's a good question. I feel like, you gotta do something. To me, as many hubs as there is in Dallas, I feel like you got to do like a Dallas course if we're not doing Austin, and then a Florida course because everybody plays the Seminole. All those guys live in Florida. They play the Seminole. They play the Floridian. They play Lake Nona. All the courses that are familiar amongst players to where they feel like they have a leg up anyways. Do something that's going to make the players play. Don't take them to a course like in Idaho or a new course in Washington or something like that. Put them, had to do.
Yeah, I may disagree with you a little bit on that. The reason I say that is because we probably weren't super familiar with Austin Country Club prior to it coming onto the map, right? There wasn't an event there previously, so maybe there's a hidden gem somewhere in the mix that we don't know about. That it's a local favorite, or it's a a private club that has a really good reputation. I don't know either. I don't have a really good answer myself, but I agree with you. I think more would be better. The top players show up for it.
Exactly.
Only miss we had was this week was Justin Thomas, and that really he wasn't even missed. There were so many good names out there. The tournament was robust with the people that we know, so I don't think it was a miss at all. It was a really good tournament. I liked the whole group play, and then going into single elimination from there.
I like it too.
I thought it was perfect, honestly, because then, like you said, the cream will rise to the top. The best players ended up winning all of their matches. Does that always happen where you're undefeated in group play? Sometimes it gets a little bit tight in past years. So, you know, I think it's a miss. Hopefully they bring it back. Hopefully there's enough noise made from the players. And I just want to underscore, I was thinking about this today. There's been so much good golf here in the early part of the season. It's ridiculous. Even looking at the
Right.
promos as they were playing this week, this Valero Texas Open is going to be pretty stacked as well. There's going to be a
Exactly.
bunch of names, and maybe that's because it's the week before the Masters, which that's crazy that we're already here. Great. I'm excited, but we have another good tournament with names that showing up. I believe Ricky Fowler is going to be there this week. Tom Kim, he's my sleeper pick to take off in the next few years. I love me some Tom Kim.
Yeah. I like
So
Tom.
I think we're going to have another good tournament. Just there's so much
Right.
good golf this year.